We need to collaborate. Stop, collaborate and listen.
For real?
For real.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay.
For real, no.
For show.
No.
All eyes on me.
Hello and welcome to Hallam News. I'm Tim Wood.
And I'm Sophie Pidder. In today's news, train prices continue to rise, forcing commuters to look into other forms of transport.
The plans to demolish Devonshire Street are to go ahead despite the efforts of hundreds of protesters who marched outside Town Hall today.
And finally, eyes were firmly fixed in the sky across Sheffield in the UK today as the solar eclipse took place.
And of course, the weather with Matt. Today's top story, the people of Sheffield have been protesting today to keep the local landmark that is Division Street. The protest has been happening outside the Town Hall, with locals hoping to protect the local businesses situated there. Our reporter Matt Ashworth has more.
A protest occurred today outside Sheffield Town Hall. The protesters were there to object to the proposed plans to demolish a number of independent shops on Devonshire Street to make way for modern residential properties. The protest was largely peaceful and the attending police had little to do.
Cities flourish when we're allowed to be independent, when we support local independent businesses, and just basically keep the identity of the place. And I mean, Sheffield is full of derelict and abandoned buildings that need to be developed. Why build on something that is already an existing building?
It's daft because it's places like Dev Green that make Sheffield a really appealing place to live, and then they want to demolish it and raise it down, and so people can come and live there, but it just destroys all the unique aspects of this town.
The current plans are to bulldoze these shops and replace them with residential flats, such as the existing West One accommodation at the end of the street.
Dev Street is really important for Sheffield. I don't know, I just really look into the shops there. I think it's really important that we have independent shops like that.
There's a lot of independent art that's shown in these shops. It's really cool that they're in the centre of the city, and as well as just the businesses going, it's quite symbolic of just a lot of the whole independent scene in Sheffield.
The protest did not have the desired effect, however, as the councillors still voted in favour of the proposed demolition 7-3, claiming that their hands were tied. With over 20,000 petition signatures and hundreds of people at today's protest, the question Sheffield residents will be asking is, how did these plans get the green light?
Rail passengers at Sheffield train station are making their unhappiness known over rising ticket prices, with there being a noticeable difference from online to at the station. Tim Wood reports.
Northern Rail have been under fire from commuters in Sheffield, in particular by people who use the train. Train users have been complaining that prices differ to the real prices from online.
It's an absolute disgrace. They've gone up about £10 in the last 5 years. I think it's all just too London-based, not enough carriages, always having to sit on the floor. You're spending about £28 with a rail card, and you got to sit on the floor. You can't even get a seat. It's just an absolute disgrace.
Northern Rail deny any forms of misinformation and state the prices vary on time and day.
Actually notice the difference between the price of the ticket if you buy it prior to the actual day of travelling and the price when you actually want to buy it at the station, and I feel that there is such a huge difference that it's a bit discriminatory.
First time and non-frequent travellers have been shocked when they use the service at how much on the day prices have risen and differ to online quotes.
On the internet that it was £14, get to the station it was £20, and from Manchester to Sheffield should have been £6 and it ended up being £22.
Northern Rail says prices are in line with inflation. Sheffield Hallam University is preparing itself for the student union elections. Voting goes on for a week and the students are as busy as real politicians. Up for grabs are the positions of Student Union President, Education and Welfare, Sports and many more part-time roles. Voting will end this Friday with the winners being announced at a special results night held at the Student Union building, the Hubs, at 7 p.m.
Now, it isn't just student elections coming up this week. The general elections are due to take place in May. Polling day is drawing near, and with UKIP, the Greens and SNP likely to take seats, anything could happen. All party manifestos have been published and TV debates have ended. All that is left is for the final push from party leaders to get their last-minute votes. With May 7th fast approaching, bookies are saying it is just too close to call.
You wouldn't believe how many people got out of bed this morning to witness the eclipse. It's a good job they did, as the next one isn't predicted for years to come. Our reporter, Rebecca Bacon, went down to Sheffield City Centre to witness the exciting happening.
It may seem like a grim morning in Sheffield City Centre, however the promise of a solar eclipse is causing excitement for the people gathering here today, with this being the first eclipse since 1999.
We are standing here today outside Sheffield Hallam University along with many other Sheffielders to see the first solar eclipse in 16 years. At 9:33 a.m. it will reach its peak across Sheffield. The Sheffield Astronomical Society have provided specially adapted telescopes for the public to get a real look at the 90% eclipse.
The Sheffield Astronomical Society also provided an eclipse information sheet as well as specially modified glasses for the public to use to view the eclipse. Although the clouds were a cause for concern as it made it hard to see the eclipse, by the time of its peak at 9:30 a.m, the clouds had partly dispersed, offering a much clearer view. But what is a solar eclipse?
So a solar eclipse, the sun lines up with the moon and the moon passes in front, casting a shadow on the Earth. So we're not in the best spot to see it. That would be in the Faroe Islands where you get 100% coverage, but we've got quite good coverage here.
We were really depressed about the clouds when we first turned up, and the clouds came in. We're thinking, oh, it's awful. They've suddenly gone down to a level where we were limited with the amount of eclipse glasses we'd got, because we couldn't give out. There's hundreds of people here. Didn't have enough for everybody. We're disappointing people, but then suddenly it's got the clouds lifted to the point where you can see with the naked eye. And it's fine, it's great, it's made it better than ever.
With a strong percentage of people gathered being from the Sheffield Astronomical Society, we asked a few members what they enjoyed most about witnessing this eclipse.
This type of event is just absolutely fantastic for us because we're here to bring astronomy to the people and give people an opportunity to look at stars and planets and things and let people know about what's happening in the universe. And when this happens and then you see all these people turn up, it's just fantastic.
Well, it's an exciting event, and as you've seen on various TV programmes, there's been quite a big build-up for it. But we've been planning this for several months now, and we've had a good crowd turn up today. Eventually, the sun has come out. It's been very difficult trying to get things going through the clouds earlier on this morning, but we've managed it, and it's been quite a successful event, I think.
As the crowds eventually began to disperse, the excitement died down. However, this will be a morning that Sheffielders will remember for the rest of their life. Rebecca Bacon, reporting for Hallam News, Sheffield.
With all this talk about the sun, I'm getting very excited for the warmer months, Tim.
Well, you're in luck, Sophie, because judging by the view out the window, it's looking like a scorcher. A heat wave is what I'm sure we're all hoping for. Our reporter, Matt Ashworth, is on location to give us the weather report. Matt?
As you can see, it's a very nice day today in Sheffield. The sun is shining and temperatures should reach 80 degrees with a cool breeze. Many people are out enjoying the sun, which is expected to last up to the weekend, when the weather should deteriorate and we expect some showers. In the meantime, the rest of the week looks pretty similar to today. We expect the temperature on Thursday to be as high as 20 degrees for the first time this year. So you have plenty of opportunity to enjoy a cold beverage in your shorts and sunglasses.
Thanks, Matt. I bet you can't wait to get off the air and into that sunshine, Sophie.
Sure can't, Tim. And I'm sure people of Sheffield will be hitting the Peace Gardens this afternoon to catch some rays.
Well, that's all from us for now. Enjoy the sunshine, Sheffield, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.
We're basically celebrities. We are basically celebs. No, sorry, that's right. I was nervous. Oh, guys, that was awesome.
Just fucking go and watch it.